Basically, what's happening right now is we found our way to Jenny's tail in the alley that he shot this in. So I'll there'll be a good look in here. I did get some pretty interesting information as well. I heard he's shot a couple things in the past few months, we'll say. As you can see, I got the GoPro on. We're strapped up, like we're ready. I'm not sure who's here, but I've seen one person pop up. But I knew it was gonna take a little bit of time for people to get in here, but this is Jenny's tail, the beginning, and this is the alley. So, taking a nice little walk down here. As you can see, I got the GoPro on, so we have plenty of footage for this. But yeah. The pins are not that hard. The pins that are not that hard to actually flow through. I just know for a fact, me getting my bearing and only having a limited amount of time to try to take you guys through some of this is a little bit tough. So what I will say is I have checked out a couple of spots as far as money ties. I have obviously checked out the tails. I want to find the high ren spot. What I also wanted to do is just kind of show you guys. I mean, if you really think about this, I mean, this is quiet right now, but there is an artist that we all love and respect that has given his artistry to this alley. And not just the graffiti that we're seeing, not just, you know, how we're looking at things, but has dedicated time to this area. And you wouldn't even think, because some of these back alleys I'm just slowly finding along the way. I mean, it's definitely not as easy as I thought it was gonna be. Of course, different timing, and of course me seeing it through a music video is gonna be different. But at the same time, I mean, think about it. Ren walked this alley. Ren definitely decided that, hey, this is a spot that I wanted to shoot, you know, part of the tails. And just to understand that a genius was able to do that. And I'm honestly trying not to disturb anybody else around here either. So as you can see, if people walk by, I'm probably gonna put this down. I don't wanna be a bother to anybody. But yeah, it's just a lot of culture here. It's beautiful, it's quiet. Everybody that I've talked to has been super helpful. I think I'm getting sized up by a, you know, a motorcycle right now. Obviously, I'm no threat. But yeah, we'll just walk this alley. And again, I know I'm not gonna be able to get every single thing on here, but for those of you that are just popping in real quick, this is where Jenny's tail was filmed. Just so you guys are tracking, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do a hell of a better job than I have and plan it out a little bit better than I did. But I believe the Real Disco Doc, hello, is going to also walk this as well. So you might get a glimpse of a couple things, and this is more for my vlog as we walk through this. But like I said, for those that aren't able to make it and you know, would have trouble doing this, just being able to kind of see this with me is an honor. Yeah, I didn't feel like dying, obviously. How's it going, Vicky? What's going on, Jorge, Jenny, Chelsea? Good to see the regulars in here. Like I said, I'm not trying to bother anybody. But there's a lot of artistry here. I've seen a lot of things just kind of related to love, just peace and so forth. It seems like a very peaceful area. If you guys weren't here for the first one, I did get to talk to Simon. If my time permits, I do plan on walking back down that way to talk to Simon again, because I do think that's very important that I just kind of pick his brain a little bit. Amazing spot. And then I also did not get to walk inside of the upside down house. I did see that as a comment, so I'll probably try to do that as well. I just wanted to cover quite a bit of ground, as much as I possibly can, because my train actually departs in roughly about 3 hours. So this is more of a day trip, And then, of course, the train that I was on got delayed by almost like 2 hours. So, so yes. So apparently, Simon knew I was coming. So Simon pretty much said, he was like, "Yep, you're tone deaf. I heard you were coming this way." So I love to see that we are all connected in some way and that we talk to each other kind of regularly in these groups. I think that's the important part of connecting and then just chatting. And I did get a seashell. I don't know if I did show you guys this, but I'll show it again. He said all renegades that come here, and this is what he gave me. So it's just one of those things to where sometimes you go places and sometimes you get things from people and it means more to you than maybe the things that you bought yourself. It's just one of those things. But yes, I do have a picture with him as well. I will post that later. I'm just trying to get as much content as possible. So I will try to go live here again. I want to capture another good spot. So I'll walk back down Jenny's Tail Alley because I know I did come off the opposite end from where he started. And then just be on the lookout for at least another 1 or 2 lives. And I've already done a couple videos, and like I was saying pretty much at the beginning of this video, it's just amazing to think that an artist that we truly love, respect, and pay homage to is kind of floated these alleys, had a plan, had a vision, and then especially when it comes to the tales, think about the empathy that it takes to truly think about all the different sides of all of these characters that you have to tell the story about. Some people have a problem just connecting with one person. And yes, Vicky, I am going to go see the mural. I did see your video that you sent over to me, so I definitely want to go check that out. So I'm going to make that happen. And but just thinking about it all those different characters and the storytelling that goes into it, and then putting it into music, and then mastering how he does that music, and then doing some of these takes in one or two shots. It's amazing because that takes dedication. I did see Money Game 3 pop up as like a live rehearsal or something like that for SGP. So I'll definitely go back and take a look at that. I mean, it seems like I got a lot of content to just go back over. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to put some pictures together that I truly haven't had a chance to, connect the dots to, because I haven't done all the videos. But I will definitely make sure that you guys get all of that and get to experience that with me. Even just the train ride down here to Brighton from Manchester was roughly about 4 hours, which turned into about 6. So kind of cut a couple hours off of my trip, but definitely just a beautiful way. As you can see, the GoPro is going. If I did have Wi-Fi, I could definitely do lives from the GoPro. I did learn that the other day. So as I travel out some more and do a couple different things, it's gonna make it a lot easier for me to go live, because I do like to travel. I do like to get away and have a good time. But look how beautiful Brighton is. Like, just look down the street right here. Just beautiful. I know the seagulls. I noticed the same thing. There was a couple that just swooped down at my feet. It's not like they were doing it in any threatening manner, but I was just like, man, I was on the beach and it was cold down there. But I just felt blessed to be able to get up, and it has not been the easiest trip. I'll talk about that in more of the vlog. But what I can tell you is I wanted to save my energy to be able to give the best that I possibly could for this walk. Of course, I'm not 100% healthy, and luckily there's not too many hills. But Chelsea, yes, you can definitely make it here. Even just coming out of the train station, it was pretty much a straight shot. It does not seem like a confusing city at all. And then if you just go from dot to dot, I would just say get down here early, or maybe spend the night beforehand, and then just take the walk slow and steady. Because again, just to be able to talk to somebody like Simon is probably going to be a wealth of knowledge, even as I've walked through different shops. So for example, I was walking by one of the places where the Screech's tails were shot, and then I happened to actually see two of the ladies inside, and they were just singing. So I had to pop in. I mean, it's not that I'm super antisocial or anything. So I was like, man, it's good to see you guys smiling, singing, and I appreciate that. They're like, oh, so I was like, hey, do you know Ren? They were like, oh yeah, he just did such and such like a month ago, and had this, that, and the third. I don't want to spoil anything because I mean, I don't. It could be already out, or it could be something that's upcoming. But just to know that this man is still working, and still hustling on behalf of his fans, and putting love into his artistry is a beautiful thing. So I'm gonna try to hit the next spot, and the next spot I want to try to figure out is the mural. So stick around, give me like a good 15-20 minutes, and I'll see what I can do. But I'll see you guys here in a few.